This is the complete opposite of modesty. That social media lifestyle. People need to see snaps of what car I'm driving, what food I'm eating, the shape and diameter of my biceps. The fact that people need to see the kind of, I need to show it to this exactly is the opposite of modesty. Modesty is to cover, to hide, not to expose. Your sins, your blessings, everything. Keep it to yourself. Everybody doesn't need to see it. It impacts men as much as it impacts women because we live in a society where everyone's showing everything. So you think, if I haven't showed it off, I don't have it. I haven't got it. You know, in the martial arts, if you learn one of the martial arts, karate, judo, one of the first things you learn is that you should never use this martial art unless it's absolutely necessary to defend your life. So someone goes, this is what, someone goes and they learn the martial, everybody has to know I'm doing judo. I'm walking in the shopping center, I have to. Yeah, we get it, Habibi. We understand. Anta batal, you're Superman. Why does everybody have to know about it? Keep it to yourself. Why? Because there's no satisfaction until people know. I don't feel because I did it for people. That's really what it's come down to. We dress for people only. We learn skills, we read. If I'm reading, for a lot of people, a lot of men, mashallah, this is what happens. The students of knowledge, طلاب العلم, they go to Dar Makkah and Birmingham, they buy a book. Probably they are still learning the basics of Arabic grammar, but they'll get a 6-volume encyclopedia, 6 Sir A'lam al-Nubala. They open the book to page 36, take a green tea, and they take the picture. Put it up on social media. Why? I want everybody to know I read books. I read tafsir books. I drink tea while reflecting. I'm a philosopher. Okay, you can read. What do people have to know you read? Why? And you know what? 99% of the time, the moment you take that picture, I can guarantee you'll never finish the book. Because you got your satisfaction. Because everybody saw it. That's all you wanted. You'll never read the book now. I have seen with my own, bi-ummi aynay, with these 2 eyes, I've seen someone come to the masjid, another city, give phone to his friend. He said, look, find the right angle, the right sunlight, take a picture. He's making dua. His friend is going in the corner, he's running to the other corner of the masjid, right lighting. He's switching on the blinds at the windows to make sure the lighting is right, the angle is right. Chick, 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 chick. Wallahi al-Azim, he left the masjid, he didn't make any dua. But the contours of his hands had to be in the right angle for social media. This is the age we live in. Where's the modesty gone? Is nothing secret anymore? Yes, I know you have a lovely relationship with your wife. Do we all have to know about it too? We have to know you hold hands on the beach and you take pictures. And everybody has to know everything. The Prophet ﷺ was more secretive than the virgin girl. What an analogy. In the way she walked, in the way she carried herself, in the way she was. كان أكثر حياء من العذراء في خدرها. This was how we knew the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when he joked with his companions, when he laughed, when he corrected their mistakes, when he did things, he didn't want people to know. One time the Prophet ﷺ is walking with his wife Hafsa radiyallahu anha. And 2 men are walking in the night and they happen to see him with his wife Hafsa. And they see them and they start walking faster. Now one of 2 things could be running through their mind. They see the Prophet ﷺ with a woman who's covered. Either they're thinking, we don't know who this woman is, hanging out with the Prophet ﷺ. And they're going to go and spread some stories. Or the Prophet ﷺ is now aware, he has that sense of shame, people are watching him. He says, Ala rislikuma, stop guys, why are you in a rush? It's my wife, I'm just with my wife. Nothing's happening here, don't worry, I'm just with my wife. They said, Subhanallah, Prophet of Allah, you didn't have to tell us that, we trust you. Then he says, Inna shaytana la yajri fi dami ibn Adam majra dam. Shaitan flows in your veins, my friends. I trust you guys, I don't trust the shaitan. The moment you start walking, he'll start whispering to you, who is that lady with the Prophet ﷺ? This was his shyness, sense of shame. That even if he was his wife, he would clarify, listen, it's my wife. Don't worry, don't go anywhere and spread anything, this is my wife. part of that shame is that he would avoid suspicious places. He would avoid being in suspicious places where people might think, what's he doing there? So somebody from your work invites you to the pub. Come, just drink lemonade. Just come, just socialize. You know, you'll never get promoted if you don't come to the pub after work. That's where all the real conversations happen. All the promotions are decided. You think, okay, let me go. I'll just have apple juice. You're sitting there having apple juice. What happens if your mum walks by? How would you feel? And she sees you sitting there with what looks like apple juice, but what's really, nobody knows what's really in the glass. How would you feel? When you get home, how many slippers would you get? Allah knows. Yes, you wouldn't do it if your mum was watching you, but Allah was watching you. You're in a place of suspicion, a place where, as they say, hanky-panky occurs. Why would you be there? As someone says, come to the shisha bar. I sit in the shisha bar, but I don't smoke shisha. Yes, and all the smoke, what is it doing? You have some kind of seal, it's not going into your system. You're sitting there, all this funky smelling smoke is all, the people are smoking all around you in every direction. And what comes with smoking is a lot of other fahsha in the way you speak and the things you discuss, etc. And you're sat there, you're thinking, I'm not smoking, but why? The Prophet ﷺ would say, ittaqi mawatina tuham. Avoid being in suspicious environments. Part of the modesty is being ashamed. What if someone I respect, my sheikh, my teacher, my mum, what if she saw me here? What would she think? She wouldn't be too happy, would she? But Allah is watching you. If you're going to be ashamed of, this is a good yardstick. If someone I respect, my teacher, my mother, my parent, my older sibling, if they would see me in this location and they would question me, then I shouldn't really be in that location. I should avoid that location. Ittaqi mawatin tuham. Avoid suspicious location, suspicious activity. Being in a place where people might say, what's he doing there? What's she doing there?